So as we see our leader Nath come into pit lane then, coming off those medium tyres. Where's Ethan? Coming up to turn 14 and 15 now. So he will take back the lead of this race. And then if by magic he gets his livery has just appeared. So must have magic in his pit lane that they can put that car wrap on so quickly. There he is in the usual livery there now. So leading it from Panic in second place. These two now are the outright leaders of this race, and gap back then to Motorstorm, who of course was the leader of this race, also got his livery back. So yeah, obviously that little stop that I done at the start of this second part has helped regain what we're used to seeing. So anyway, Motorstorm then made his stop, and he's now in third place. But all he's going to hope for now is that Panic can put a bit of pressure onto the back of Ethan. Not sure if Ethan's going to be coming in this lap. He could be. He might have one more, but he's diving in. Or is he? No, did a little feint now. It looked like he was going to, then decided against it. Last minute decision now from Ethan. Maybe just trying to swerve Panic off there. He went to dive in, then decided against it. Maybe he just had another rethink. Thought, you know, I think I can just about get another lap out of what I've got under me. So he's going for it. So Panic still in second. He'll be in as well this end of this lap. Motorstorm, he's fueled up. Got better looking tyres, and he will take that lead again. So this is not going to work out particularly well for Ethan. Being at the gap between Motorstorm and himself. Not really much in it at all. So he'll be in a great place by the time he crosses the line, Motorstorm. Then we've got Enzo now. This is a good showing from Enzo up there in fourth place. In that Ferrari, and he has pulled away from the second Ferrari of Smith, who's in fifth place. But Enzo looking really good. A better showings from him here on the penultimate round. Cracking championship, hasn't it? Cracking racing all around, and well, those clouds there in the background just starting to gather up a little bit, and will we get some rain? 19 laps out of the 33, and well, it'll be a bit of a finish if the wet stuff starts to fall. So Motorstorm then does take the lead. Enzo to second, Smith in third, but look at this from Frowney. Fitzy fourth and fifth place, so third, fourth and fifth. All close here. Fitzy looks like could be lining up a move down here. Turn 4. Frowney, no, he doesn't. Fitzy on the mediums, Frowney on the mediums as well, but looks like he's doing a little bit of fuel savings. We see Fitzy go through. Good move up there through 6, 7, and through 8 and 9. So Fitzy up to fourth then. Fitzy has looked like he's coming strong at the end of this season. He might well grab this third place off of Smith as well. Smith looking in terms of, yeah, it'll be in, so Fitzy will definitely be grabbing that third place. He's not going to be coming in at all. Frowney, we know, will be in also, so Fitzy will have third place and have quite a nice little gap back then to Scott, who there he is in sixth place, but will get himself up to fourth. Actually, Frowney has stayed out, so Frowney is managing to get another lap out of what looked like not enough at all in terms of fuel, but clearly he's been directed and told that another lap is possible. So he's staying out there. So Scott fourth then Victor in fifth, right behind him. So it's the battle of the Porsches again here, with the top four of the top five being Porsches. It's only Motorstorm in that Audi that's the odd one out. So Porsche being showing some good speed around here. So there is Victor. Got a yellow flag. Now why have we got a yellow flag? Anyone? Oh, there's someone. It's Frowney. Oh, I didn't see it happen, but heard the screeching of the tyres and then wondered, oh, too much power. And where was that? That was through turn, I think that was a turn 8, I think. It was turn 8. So just a little bit too much power. Drops down to 5th place. He was already having to watch his fuel gauge. Maybe that's what put him off. Perhaps he was concentrating on that rather than where he was going. Got front damage now, but that's put Gower back on red alert as he's closing in on Frowney now, but he needn't worry because Frowney will be in now, and those clouds are getting worse every time we come round and look at that shot. Helicopter up in the sky. Camera popped up, but it's not going to be worried if it rains, but these guys might have a little bit of thinking to do as we see Frowney in and Gower. So that's now brought Brisbane up to 5th place. So Frowney finally in, but Brisbane up to 5th now. He comes through turn 3. Victor and Co have already come out of turn 4 and through 5. Brisbane now coming into 4, so that's the gap between himself and the guys ahead of him. That's him up in the distance in the hill. Nathan in 6th place. Just on those hard tyres, but playing it cool like he always does. Then we've got Unforgiven in 7th. With Ethan back there in 8th now after his stop. So with Motorstorm in 1st and Ethan in 8th. But of course, he's done his stop now. And it will mean that Motorstorm's got to come in before Ethan's next stop. So still could all change here. I think Ethan has actually run the hard tyres as well, whereas Motorstorm hasn't. As we know, he tends to leave it to the last. I think Ethan's run his hard tyres, so maybe it's not all over for Ethan in this race. But it's 8th place for him at the moment. Panic, who was following him, has come out in 9th. Enzo is now back in 10th after his stop. Smith in 11th, Gower in 12th. These are all the guys, obviously, that have come in and changed. So our leader then, still holding the fastest lap, still out in front. And he's actually catching up with, not far behind, Frowney. He's almost start lapping these guys, although Frowney is on those newer tyres, so he probably won't catch Frowney, but Motorstorm out of 13 and 14 and through 15. 15 now, and going to cross the line to start lap 24. of 33. Fitzy in second. In a nice tight line through 14. So he's detached himself from Scott and Victor, who's third and fourth. These guys are all got plenty of fuel left. Victor on those soft tyres though. So he will be in soon because he's not getting much more out of those. There's Scott, what's he on, medium? So yeah, he's fine. So Victor appears to be the only one on soft tyres at this point. Not looking particularly great on that right side, which of course, because of it being dominantly anti-clockwise circuit, then it's going to be the right hand side. It's going to get most punishment, but third then for Scott. Victor for fourth. Brisbane in fifth, not really gaining. In fact, if anything, he's dropping back now. He's got really nobody around him now. He's just trying to... Well, that's not a penalty, I'm not sure if you can get one from running out wide there. Clearly not, so he's fine. So yeah, he's got no one really ahead of him for... Close ahead of him anyway. So he's out there a little bit on his own. Nath up in sixth place. Similar. They're on his own a bit, and so too is Unforgiven. So on these three, kind of just running their own race at the moment. See where it takes them. Ethan still in 8th, Panic still in 9th, Enzo in 10th place with Smith in 11th, closely followed by Gower in 12th place. So not much in the way of battles going on at the moment. Trying to get into that stage of the race as Gower runs a bit wide, but gets a slightly better run considering he ran wide as well, and he's going to line up Smith for a move. We'll stick with this because it looks like he's on. Smith will obviously stay to the left. As the turn one is a left-hander. Gower will try going around the outside, which works. We know, we've seen it. But Smith is no fool. He's not going to fall for that one. Covers it. Remains in 11th place, but Gower won't give up. He'll keep that pressure on behind him. He won't make a move down here into 4. So really his only opportunity now, maybe there's an opportunity, there could be an opportunity up to 8. But only if you're close enough. If you get a better run out here up the hill. Coming up to 8 now, but it's not close enough for a move there. But now really it's all kind of one line all the way through until possibly turn 12, and then on to that final start or finish. Nearly went for a move, or he's going for a move. Smith could see him coming, but Smith still got it. So a good battle between these two. Still Smith hanging on in that 11th position. So now out of 12 through 13, up the hill through 14, and into the last corner at 15 as Brisbane and Unforgiven's in. So now Gower, will he have another go at turn 1? Not really any closer. Smith's not covering this time. Trying to cover the outside now, thinking that Gower might attempt what he tried last time, but nothing happened there. So still as they were, but up to 9th and 10th now because of Unforgiven and Brisbane being in pit lane. Gower a bit closer. So is there a move now this time at 4? Could be very close still. stick with this for the moment because it does look like it may be the closest battle on track. I think there might be one ahead of them actually, but this is a good little battle between the Merc and the Ferrari, and he did get a move done, didn't he, Gowan? Where did he get that done? Oh, he did get it through 5. Yeah, he did take that narrow line through 4. And up the hill, so he did get it done eventually. So Gowan up to 9th now, Smith in 10th. So the Merc got past that Ferrari in the end on lap 26. Let's have a look at that other battle that I was referring to between Victor and Enzo. Not as close as this one, is it? Down into 12. They go. Getting wide from Gower. Smith didn't have the best exit there. Could have took advantage from that little error from Gower there, but I think he's okay. Gower, that is. Smith, I don't think is going to be close enough for a move here. That doesn't look like it. So just cross the line then to start lap 27, and it's still 9th and 10th for these two. So let's go back to our leader, and he's in. So our leader is now in. So it's all about where Ethan comes now. We can see Scott having a moment through 12, just as we came back to him. Now, will he be in? If not, he'll be in certainly next time, but Motorstorm, it's, as I say, oh, he's staying out. Naif, what's happening to Naif? Oh, he's a long way back, isn't he? Naif is he's up to 3rd, but that's a huge gap between Scott and Naif. So something's happened there. How can you have a massive gap that big? It's the guys that have dived in, I think, that's done it all. Naif still on those hard sides. So let's have a look at Ethan anyway. Motorstorm, where is he? Let's have a look. Still in pit lane now. Ethan is coming up through 12. Remember, it's a long pit exit as well here. It's a bit, it's about to come out now, I believe, Motorstorm. It's a bit of a long exit. Here we go. Look, by the time this is down through turns 2 and 3, it's coming out now. It's between 3 and 4, the exit. 8 and Ethan is just coming through 1. So that's okay. It's worked out perfect for Motorstorm. He's got Scott ahead of him, but we know that Scott's only had enough to do at least another 2 laps. No, I fancy that he'll be in after this one. Scott. Naif in 3rd still. Ethan then come out in 4th. Ethan then in 4th, I should say. It was Motorstorm that come out in 2nd, but Ethan in 4th place. Didn't quite work out for him, and he's a little bit away off. Naif in 3rd place. So he's got a little bit of work to do yet, Ethan, if he wants to get himself on the podium. Scott's in now, as we thought would happen. So Motorstorm, who's coming up through turn 15 now, 14 into 15, is going to grab the lead of this race again as Ethan comes out of 12. So Ethan will get that 3rd place. It's really about all he's going to hope for at this point of the race. We're into, well, we're going to start lap 29. So we are into the final handful of laps. Now he's Scott, he's leaving pit lane now. Now it's going to be close because Scott is in pit exit. He's just passed him, I think, Ethan, but it's going to be really, really close. There he is, there's Ethan to the right hand side. So Scott's going to be coming out behind him. There he is. And look at Panic, he's right up behind Scott. So Scott's slotted into 4th place behind Ethan and in front of Panic, but Panic's got up the inside. Nothing Scott could do about that. That's just Panic on better tyres. Scott on those hards couldn't do much about it, although he is trying to fight back. So Scott and Panic side by side. Panic's going to have the advantage, is he? But Scott's still having a look up the inside on the brakes. Oh, does he get it done? Not quite. Panic's on the inside now. You want to keep clear of this curve. You do not want to be riding too much of that. They did keep clear. So Panic then still keeping Scott at bay. Ethan just getting away from him. There's Fitzy behind them. Enzo behind him, but Scott and Panic. Scott doing a great job on those hard tyres. Not a lot in it considering Panic's on better mediums. Scott just still getting his warmed up, but I think he's going to have much of an answer up through here. Maybe just try and get a bit of slipstream off of Panic now. It's fourth for Panic. Scott in 5th place, lap 30. The rain has stayed off. It does look like the sun's just trying to peer back through again, so looks like we will stay a dry race. Could you imagine if it started to get wet here at the end of the race? That would put a real spanner in the works, wouldn't it? Be really interesting to see what these guys would do with only 3.5 laps remaining. I think we'll be okay though. So we've got back to our leader as he comes down towards turn 12 now. Still holding that fastest lap of 1:32.4. Looking comfortable. Got a nice gap back then to Nath in 2nd place. Oh, he's going to stay on those hard tyres. And, well, it's no surprise that we're seeing Nath up there, is there really? We are so used to seeing him doing what he does. Never really see him getting any kind of battles or trouble, does he? Just stays out of it all. Runs his own race, and 9 times out of 10 will be there or thereabouts come the end. Here he is sitting pretty in 2nd. Ethan, well, I don't think he had an answer to Motorstorm, if I'm honest, in this race. Had a good go early doors, but in the end, looks like he's going to just settle for that 3rd place, which at least will keep him there in the running going into that final round, which, by the way, is on the Nordschleife 24-hour race or course, so road course. So that is going to be a terrific season-ending race and round. Be fitting for. Don't want to get your wheels on the grass there. Almost lost that then, and that could have been that 3rd place gone, but managed to hold it. So yeah, Nordschleife next time around. So we'll get to that when we get to that. Let's finish this race first. So 3rd for Ethan. Panic still holding off Scott in 4th place. Very close still. Scott there in 5th, but can Scott do anything? Can he get himself 4th place? I think he's just starting to see his hopes of the title just starting to fade. He's still there in terms of maybe getting himself into that top 3. We will of course go, well, I will of course go through the point situation going into the final round next time, just so that we know where everybody is. I know he was up there the last time we looked at it, so he is going to want to try and get at least another place here. We're on the penultimate lap, 32 or 33, and this battle's going to go on. Fitzy, steady as you like for Fitzy. Still looks like he's got loads of pace. He's on those hard tyres. That last stint of Fitzy, he looked really good. He did have some pace, and it looked like he was going to be challenging for certainly the podium, but just dropped back a little bit now with the stop and the hard tyres. Down there in 6th place, but still a good showing. Enzo, that's definitely a good showing for Enzo. He hasn't given up on 6th place, has he? Ferrari seems to go pretty well around here. Victor in 8th place as we see him going up the hill towards the line. Gower in 9th. We know took Smith some laps ago, but he stayed there in 9th. Smith hasn't really been able to get that 9th place back, so he's in 10th. Brisbane in 11th place on those hard tyres. Not really worked for him today, has it? Frowny, again, another one that's not really worked. He's got very little in the way of fuel. He's got one more lap to go, and is he going to even have enough fuel? So this is going to start to have to save here, which will pull him even further back from Brisbane, and then Unforgiven in 13th place. Now, did we start with 14 cars? Yeah, we did. I'll tell you who's missing, Harry. So we've actually, there was 2 Mercs out there. Harry, the 2 brothers, wasn't there? But he's gone. So Harry is out of the race. I didn't even notice that, so I don't know how long ago that was, mate. I didn't even see him come in. So he's not going to finish this race. But one guy who is, and one guy that's played a blinder here. No more he could do. Flashing his lights nice and early to the grandstand, to the crowd. His motor storm as he comes out of the final corner. Stays nice and close to the pit wall, to his team. Congratulations to him. A great victory here. And a big victory, because look, where's Nath? He's some way behind, but he won't care because he's going to get a 2nd place. That's a great 2nd place for Nath. Yeah, another flash of the lights for him. Excellent from Nath. And Ethan, as I say, probably won't be too dissatisfied with that. 3rd for him. Panic just holding off Scott for 4th. Scott in 5th. Then Fitzy just ahead of Enzo. 6th for him. Enzo 7th. Victor will come in 8th. Bit of showboating from him. Gower in 9th. He has picked up half a second. He may be okay. I think Smith's close enough to grab that 9th off him after that. No, he doesn't. So Gower 9th. Smith in 10th. Frowny in 11th. Will come over. Or is he gonna? He's having a go at Brisbane actually. So Frowny has got past Brisbane's neck and neck, side by side. He does get it. So Frowny 11th. Brisbane in 12th. Another favourite finish there. And Unforgiven will come in 13th place. Motorstorm does get that fastest lap at 1:32.4. It was held for some time. So we'll get maximum points plus the bonus points for that as well. So that is your penultimate round done here at Interlagos. As I say, we are at the Nordschleife for that final round, which will be coming to you shortly on this channel. So don't miss that. You're going to want to watch that one. And well, we will see you then. Thanks for watching again. Please, as I say, anyone new to the channel, please like and subscribe. And I will see you all again soon. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.